So, doesn't matter if you vote for Trump, Republican, or if you vote for Democrats. Now, it used to be, and I just put out a video, that basically America was pretty much the same, whether you're Republican or Democrat. The opinions were typical American opinions. Now, and this is a fact, this is not something I'm making up, the Pew poll shows this, I'll put a picture that proves it. The Democrats are not liberals. They are not Americans. They are radicals. Radicals are Nazis. Radicals are terrorists. And that's actually why they get along, and they're being directed by these terrorists. They're inside. We have a Muslim lady who's a bigoted anti-Semite. The Muslims want to kill all the Jews. They want to kill all the Christians. And they're proud. And the idiotic, stupid left they have no courage. They could never make a video like I'm making. They can never get out there and say what I'm saying. They're too afraid. They're too scared. And so it's exactly what Churchill said. Remember, before Churchill, there was Chamberlain. In case you're not aware of history, there was a bad man. His name was Hitler. Churchill said for 10 years, get rid of this guy. Germany had a history. World War I, they killed millions of people for no good reason. The German nation by nature has this predilection to a superiority complex. And Hitler was feeding that and saying we got to kill everybody. But Chamberlain, the Prime Minister of England, who was on the left, said, no, let's make peace with him. Because who wants to go to war? So it's like the child that says, let's just be friends. And the parent says, no, don't play with that kid. He says, why? Then that kid comes and beats up the kid. So you want to live, hopefully. And if you want to live, you need the people that are going to protect you. And this is actually going to happen. God forbid I should be right. But this is actually going to happen. If Trump is elected, the truth of the matter is Einstein said, I don't know what World War III will be fought with, but World War IV with sticks and stones. Never before in human history has it been possible for a single person with a single button to destroy the world. And it is possible now. And that's not just a hypothetical thing. Pakistan, which basically is a radical Muslim country, based on Pew poll, 90% radical, which means they want to kill all of us, kill you. They hid Osama bin Laden. They trained the terrorists. They keep on doing it till this very day. They have over 120 nuclear weapons. They're helping Iran getting nuclear bombs. One bomb, it's called an EMP, in the right location, government statistics, it would fry the entire network of America. And within 1 year, these are government statistics, God forbid, 80-90% of Americans would be dead. Imagine no water. It all works on electricity. Everything works on electricity. The point of the matter is that I don't care, and this is the thing that I saw with Trump the last time. Nobody likes Trump. Nobody likes his personality. But the point is, who's going to keep you safe? Imagine you have to go to war. You want a general that you like? You want a general that knows how to fight. And so I'm not saying Trump is definitely the best solution. But until the Messiah comes, there is no such thing as a best solution. It doesn't exist. Obama, that people thought was the Messiah, created wars in Libya, created wars in Syria. Till this very day, over 600,000 people were murdered because of that asshole. Obama, how many people were displaced? I don't know, 50 million people or something. Let's not talk about the increasing of terrorism in Lebanon. The fact that Egypt was taken over by the primary evil, the Muslim Brotherhood, which Obama put into the State Department, which is there till this very day. He allowed Russia to take over Crimea. What else? Basically, he emboldened, he gave $150 billion to Iran. and embolden them on the path to the bomb, which they are busy creating now. And Iran is totally radical. Iran, literally, I asked an Iranian why the Iranians want bombs, and he said that Iran believes that when the world will be, listen to this is not a joke. These are radical clerics. They took over a country. The Iranian people are amazing people. They're very nice people, cultured people, beautiful people. But these are radical, evil people. They took over a country. They use it by torture and force. Just to give you an example of the evil, they went to war against Saddam Hussein. They sent 1 million people to their death. They sent kids along mines to blow them up. And they were proud of it. And so these people believe that when the world will be filled with your blood, up to a horse's knee, the Messiah will come. Joe Biden, we know for sure, is going to let them do that. Now, I'm not saying Trump, with all due respect to Trump, he has not bombed Iran. I hope he does that right now. But the point of the matter is that at least you have a chance of living. A chance. Without Trump, you might as well write your will, because you don't have a chance of living. And that would be nice to just die of a direct hit. Because God forbid you die, and I hate to be the negative guy, because I believe in the Messiah, I believe it's all going to be good, I believe in good things, but you also have to work on the ground. God forbid a EMP and they fry the network, you don't understand the suffering you'll suffer from. And the other thing is the Democratic Party has a new narrative about reality. And the narrative is very simple. It's a racist party. Because racism is when you see white and black. It doesn't matter if it's a black against white or it's a white against black. That is racism. People are individuals. They may be good, they may be bad. And so the black racism is that the whites are evil and we deserve everything. Give us your money. Give us everything. Just give us everything. And then we may kill you. We may get rid of you. And that's it. And that's exactly what's going on with these riots. Right? They're breaking into stores. If they had the power, they would murder. If they had the power, they would rape. That's what they're doing. What's the chance that Biden's going to protect you? Tell me the chance. Trump, in the end of the day, would step in if it got totally out of hand. Biden will not, because that is their ideology. Now let's talk about the economy. Again, it's very good to feed the poor. We are biblical people. We believe in the Bible is the one that came up with feeding the poor. But two things are important. In order to feed the poor, you have to be rich. The more money you have, the more money you can give. And this attack against the rich is not in order to feed the poor. It's a direct attack against the concept that there should be a wealthy person. They did this in France. They made a 70% tax. So you know what happened? Nobody invests in France. So everybody's poor. That's what communism does. It's not for the poor. It doesn't uplift the poor. It pushes down the rich. So when there's no money in the country, everybody's poor. You understand? You're going to be poor. You saw the empty shelves? That's what happened in Russia. That's what's happening now in Venezuela. And it was a very rich country. Both of them were rich countries. But they got rid of the economic concept, get rid of the rich, get rid of the rich, get rid of money, get rid of services. Because how does a person get rich? They provide services. I sell enough toilet paper. You have toilet paper. I have money. It's an exchange. That's all it is. Rich people are not evil. In fact, who gives the most charity? The rich people. So this anti-rich is the same thing as anti-Semitism. And that's why these people are anti-Semites. And for a Jew to vote for an anti-Semite, you got to be out of your mind. These are the people. When did the anti-Semitism start on campus? Not with the Republicans, with the Democrats, with Obama, because he was anti-Israel. And he was a person that made it legitimate to be an anti-Semite. Before it was illegitimate. But when the President of the United States can treat the Prime Minister of Israel like trash, why can't some little Muslim guy that should go back to his home country, why can't he do that to a Jewish kid in college? So the point is, you're an idiot. I'll say it 3 times because people don't change until they realize they are the problem. You're a moron, you're going to kill yourself, and you're going to destroy the whole world with you. And if I poked a little dot in your head, and I want you to understand the last thing that I'm going to say. And that is, it's unbelievable. 53% of the people that are voting for Biden, they're not voting for Biden. Biden's got dementia. The guy in 4 years, he's not going to be able to talk the rational sentence. Mark my words on what I'm saying. 4 years. The guy's got dementia. Why are they voting for Biden? This is a poll, Pew poll, independent, because he's not Trump. I don't want to go into how it's happened, but nobody's going to argue that if you're watching the left-wing media, all you heard for 4 years is how bad Trump is. So there's something called Trump derangement syndrome. It's a genuine syndrome. If you speak to anybody on the left, you can have a normal conversation, the day, the stock market, then you mention Trump, their face changes. Imagine I say, I don't know, Mohammed. Your face won't change. But if every day after 4 years I told you Muhammad is evil, Muhammad is evil, Muhammad is evil, Muhammad. So in your brain, as soon as you hear that, you hear danger. And so you have been brainwashed for 4 years, and it's not really the media's fault, even though a lot of people will be upset for me to say this. The absolute truth is that the CIA and Obama were in bed together. Just look up everything that I'm saying. And what they did is that they made a plot, which was they tried to get rid of Trump. And how did they try to do it? And this was before he was elected as president. They said that Trump colluded with Russia, which after so many investigations and everything, it turns out it wasn't true. But the point is that the media doesn't go based on truth. They go based on what they're fed from the White House. So they took this reality, and now it's your reality. Just like a child that grows up in a Muslim country believes that bombing himself and blowing himself up to kill you is going to get him 72 virgins, and he really believes it. Because if you were told the story since day one, that's what you're going to believe. And you have been brainwashed. And listen to me carefully. It's the last thing I'm going to say to you. If you wish to die in misery and in suffering and in pain, you have a great way to do it. Vote for Biden.